Alright, let's read some Board of Studies Teaching and Educational Standards reviews. It's got 1.3 out of 98 reviews. So, makes me want to kill myself. And also compulsory English. 10 out of 10. Alright, John Smith says, leading cause in teen suicide in Australia? Thanks, BOSTES. Where did I leave my bleach? Ling Hung? The most corrupt system in the 21st century. Although I am privileged to be in a school favored by BOSTES, my heart goes out to everyone who gets scaled from a 75 to 19 in society and culture. That's a pretty bad scaling. 1 star, this was an enjoyable experience. 1 star, year 11 and 12 were honestly the worst years of my life. If I had a choice between doing the HSC again and getting cancer, I'd choose the cancer twice. The HSC is equivalent of suicide by fire. I am in great pain. Please help me. 1 star. You're horrible, horrible people. Hey, 3 stars. You can taste the salt in all these reviews. 5 out of 7. Would suck. DIK for band 3. No fault goes towards students' mental health, but anyway, though. But anywho, no Pokestops at school. Rip Harlem. 5 stars, gave me crippling depression. Okay. Ruined my mental health for nothing. Ruined my childhood. I'd rather kill myself. Don't do it, it's a trap, absolute joke, sucks. Oh, we got 5 stars. Thank you very much. I love you, BOSTES. They ruined my life. Unhelpful staff, horrible system for education. 10 out of 10, would study again. That's good. And then other people say 0 out of 10, would not study again. And that's it. They mostly just seem to be 1 stars. 1 stars. Let's go back up here to the more descriptive ones. Let's start here. This is disgusting. I am appalled on how BOSTES, this so-called organization, conducts its education system. Teaching students little to no life lessons whatsoever, but instead providing them with anxiety, mental issues, and most of all, reasons to commit suicide. This isn't a joke. How many reviews, articles, and suicides will it take for BOSTES to listen? Honestly, when will BOSTES wake up? It's becoming something that's overemphasized to the extreme. To tell one after 12 years of schooling that their final exams will determine the rest of their lives, though I pretty much worked it out, isn't but does provide, this is a joke, also called very easy entry, beginning into life, or the real world, and then have students complete the final course over 2 years with 10 to 12 units worth of content. Oh, and don't get me started on teaching quality of your dedicated and committed teachers, who provide yet another barrier to performing well. Not everyone can afford to go to private school, that's true, with contracted teachers thus providing a majority of the state with a disadvantage. On top of that, why is the truth about scaling and ranking kept so concealed? Why are rumors about scaling being denied by teachers at school? Are teachers even allowed to say don't pick a subject for scaling? And to manipulate us in thinking that scaling doesn't happen, when in fact we all know that it does, and very much BOSTES apply to specific subjects. How exactly are your staff being trained, and what's the employment criteria? Well, the employment criteria at my school, they just got random people as we were doing our HSC. They got like mums and dads, and they were just walking around in the exam hall. I have some suggestions that could possibly make life easier for fellow students in the coming years. Contact me on a full list of all the faults in BOSTES. Better yet, send you guys a letter. Despite this, I'm urging BOSTES to start with a reassessment of their teachers and the quality of teaching. A motivated and obviously dedicated and committed teacher is an effective teacher. BOSTES, when will you wake up and finally discover the true reality of the HSC and its shocking effects on students? What will it take for BOSTES to take action? How many more suicides? How many more cases of mental illness? 1 million likes on Facebook? A petition? I've experienced and seen too many people around me suffering, drowning in their own sadness. BOSTES isn't even worth my star. Be grateful it even received a star. And then hashtag stop BOSTES 2K17 coming soon, folks. Nice. Okay, that was really descriptive. Worst education ever. 1 star. Not only that they give you so much pointless subjects that does not help you in life, they do not teach you things that are really essential for our learning. Plus, what's up with the ATAR? A student should be able to go to university even if they're not the smartest people. And I can't believe our government lets people down so easily by making exams so difficult and by having this ATAR. Our education still relies upon books, pen, and papers. Why are we still living in the 20th century? Why can't our government update their education and implement more technology to our education to improve our learning? Plus, the education sucks. There are hardly any practical lessons taught in the subject since this government is too poor to afford more equipment for schools. Many schools are pretty much unsafe due to countless violence and drug use. Yet these people sit around and do nothing to improve our schools. Main point here is deserves no stars, fix everything. Main point here is just how crimes they commit. Alright. Now, next review that I'm about to read is a bit shocking. So, you have been warned. Oh, this kid read a pretty nice poem, I guess. Terrible education, tore my family apart, left me broke and helpless and killed my dog. 2 out of 10, would not recommend. Please, Australian government, please nerf BOSTES. This is just, I think, a bunch of history. Alright, ready? You have been warned. Here we go. Even though I am a convicted pedophile, I am writing this review from my internet cafe. Took my hard drive. I wanted to share with you all my experience with BOSTES. As a child who grew up in a public school, the school system has taught us sexual education and how men and women use their reproductive organs to make children. Well, Mr. Baluska, my PD teacher in Year 7, told me one afternoon to stay back after school and help him pack fudge. I didn't know what that meant, but he said he would give me a commendation and a gold star for helping. So I sprinted to his class when the bell struck 3, and when I opened the door, I noticed that he has closed all the blinds and turned off the lights in the classroom. Come in, young Rob. I was a little reluctant to step through the door, but he was my favorite teacher, so I walked to his desk. Rob, I've got a problem, and only sitting on my lap will help me. So I did. And I think that was my first mistake. Vamuska blurred out, Rob, that hits the spot. I felt a hard object emanate from his body onto my leg. I was a little bit distressed at this point, but I asked, sir, what's that touching my leg? Ask yourself, Rob. 1 out of 5, never found out what was touching my leg. Yeah, it doesn't seem, all these reviews don't seem that positive. Some pretty good memes though. Yeah, it's quite painful. So, I just want to talk about why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's just I want to help you guys live through the HSC. By the way, there's always this. Khan Academy. Khan Academy is great. But yeah, thanks for watching.